this is Ryan from Axis. We're here to show you how to ride the Axis Casterboard. This new design has a solid wooden platform with a front and a back. The rock and shock wedge system allows the 360-degree casters to rotate, so it's a lot like surfing and snowboarding as you go along the cement. Alright, now depending if you're goofy-footed or regular-footed is going to determine which side of the board you're going to start on. Now this is the front of the board, this is the back. And I'm goofy-footed, so I'm going to start on this side. My front foot is going to go straight across the front of the board, right like this. Not too far where it's over the bolts, or else the board's going to tip when I try to stand on it. So I want to keep my foot right about here when I get started. I'm going to tip the board up flat with my front foot first so that it's ready to ride, and that might require me moving it forward just a little bit. But then I've got the board flat with the ground, my front foot is holding it there, and I'm not riding it yet, I'm just ready to rock. So then I'm going to give it a little bit of a push forward, and I'm going to jump my second foot on the board flat across just like this. We're going to bring in an expert, Tim Fox, to show you guys a little bit more on the next step of getting started on riding.
The most traditional way to get started is to place your front foot on the deck, tip it towards your body, and then push off with your back foot. Another variation on that start is to place your back foot on the deck, lean it towards your body, and then push off with your front foot. You can also take both feet, place them on the deck, tip the board up, and then ride away. You can always get creative with your starts. For example, you can jump on the board and ride away. Another way is to take your back foot, place it on the tail, hop up the deck, and then like you're dropping in at the skate park, put your front foot on with some forward momentum and roll away. So I just showed you guys a few ways to get started. There's a lot more that we can create together. My favorite, the finger flip start.
So there are two ways you can ride the Axis Casterboard. One is by moving your feet in a toe-toe, heel-heel motion together in a parallel. The second is by using your body and alternating either the front or the back to move the board along, carving kind of like in surfing or a lot like in snowboarding. So the first way, you're really using more of your feet, and the second way, you're really using more of your body.
So like a surfer or a snowboarder might have that same motion of carving up the water or carving up the snow. That's what we're focusing on here.
Once you're comfortable, you can use a combination of both to get the best forward momentum.
This is a great time to mess around with your foot placement and see what feels most comfortable for you. Now, if you have started your ride with a push and you'd like to continue your ride with a push, you can. Just keep pushing. So you're probably wondering, how do I turn the Axis Casterboard? Now, more like a surfer would snap at the top of a wave, you need to use your body and the free-flowing 360-degree caster to help you in your turns.
And I can do all this without ever taking my wheel off the ground. If you are a skateboarder or you're familiar with that, feel free to tic-tac across. And you can turn all day.
And now a few tips to remember while you're riding the Axis Casterboard. You gotta get low, you gotta bend. Focus all your attention on twisting your body, using your arms, your shoulders, your hips, keeping the board flat, and carving. If you can tip your toes and your heels, you'll gain extra speed going forward. Utilize the 360-degree caster and the extra surface area of the deck. It opens up the box for tricks. And finally, for all you core riders out there, when you hit the skate park, or if you're hitting a downhill run, this board is light. So your front foot should be placed further up when you're riding, and your weight should actually be leaning forward. That's to avoid any wobbles, because if you take your foot and put it back here, it's too light and you need to move your weight over. Now let's go check out our good buddy Joel riding the Axis Casterboard. He's primarily a surfer. He also has some skate background. Check out his style. It's awesome.
Up front on there. So much better on these boards than skateboard. Weird. A few simple tips to get you going. Stay low. Keep your feet flat, use your body, and push. Use your momentum to carve across the ground. For the most up-to-date information and news on what's going on with casterboarding, you can always check us out and like us on Facebook, catch us on Twitter, and accesscasterboarding.com. So we hope this has helped you out, get you started riding. Enjoy, we'll see you out there.